Hey, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, for the finals of the AGE Open Series Players Championship 2023, coming live from, where are we, Lawndale?
8 months of intense competition all leads up to one of our favorite players from Arizona to one of our favorite players from California. Let's go relook at their things. Anthony Pham. He was 8th?
He was 8th. He missed a couple, though, I think. So he rolled in on his early.
I love that he said, I'd be proudest of Angel. Gives props to Angel. That's the person he beat in the top 8 today. He's been doing a lot of good stuff. He did lose in the finals of the Battle Harden we had. So this is like a redemption for him.
Yeah, but Brody is not here to take that away from Anthony. But you know who is here to take it away from Anthony?
Matthew Vore.
Matthew Vore. Someone out there argued that he is the better Vore, but I think they shared the same last name. So there's bias there. There's definitely bias if your name's Vore and you say that Matthew's the better Vore.
Poll all of their family members or whatever. This is a match we haven't really seen too much of today. It's going to be Briar versus Iyslander for the 4th straight time.
Amazing.
Insidious chill placement.
The best thing about this is that it's been an entirely different experience each time it comes on screen. So at least it's not the same as always. We had a blowout where Mr. Peter Butensek, a.k.a. Bootenscoot, as I like to call him,
was scooted out of this.
He was scooted out of here with great haste by Mr. Matthew Vore. And then Anthony Pham took it to, who was he playing?
Fuzzy.
Oh, he was playing Fuzzy and just wore him down with his insidious ice pressure.
So it's kind of like getting a box of fudge, and where it's all fudge, but there's a little bit of a different flavor every time.
That's true. Flavored fudge is much like flesh and blood. We probably should reset the game clock just so we know how long this takes. I'm going to, over under on how long this game takes.
27 minutes.
Ooh, Frostex comes out. I'm going to say we're going to 13 minutes.
I feel like you're almost like wishing that was an Insidious Chill, though, right? Or is Frostex
probably.
Still good?
I'm just joking around. I don't think Frostex is even. I'm not even sure if it's like part of like the larger game plan against Briar. I think Anthony just drew 2 blizzards.
That'll work.
That'll stop the go again. Would you like to go again?
Too bad.
No, you shan't. You shan't not.
Speaking of going again, will you go back to Chipotle?
I have gone to Chipotle. I haven't stopped eating Chipotle since lunch. It's been an Italian lunch for me. And, it never ended, so I'm just not hungry. Except for fudge. Ooh, and sink below. So, nice, tasty little Razor Reflex from Matthew Vore here. I haven't seen Matthew play yet today, so I didn't know that was in his deck, and I like it. I like it. I'm going to tell you that right now.
And he said, well, thanks for the go again, but I am going to Blizzard this. And Blizzard does say, you won't have an Arsenal card if you want to swing Rosetta. And swinging Rosetta for 2 damage to get rid of an Arsenal, not really worth it.
But it would get rid of the Frostbite.
Okay.
Oh, wait, but no, that's going to go away anyways. I remember how Frostbite works.
They wrote something down, but the lives didn't change. What is real? Okay.
Don't worry, the lives will update live.
And it's going to update
any fuses
again.
Ether, Icefane.
Heart of Findle. If you're an Iyslander player starting out and you really want to be good, Heart of Findle, when do you buy it? 6 months into your career, or go ahead and play Fab for 2 years before you spend a $500 card?
I think you do it when it feels right. You know, there's no right time to spend too much money on a game that you enjoy, except, you know, there is a wrong time is when you can't afford it.
Right.
If you can't afford it, you could proxy it. Just make sure the person knows you are proxying it. But honestly, it's not, if you're just starting out, it's not going to win you the game, so don't worry about it.
You still got to play well for 25 minutes.
Yeah, if you can count on, you know, more than 2 hands how many times you lost by 1 or 2 health that you would have maybe gotten if you had drawn your Heart of Findle at the exact right time, then maybe.
Yeah, then it's time.
All right. So Either Ice Feign hits. I think Matthew paid for that like a good Briar.
Yeah, a good taxpayer.
Yeah.
That's one way you can think about Iyslander that's used in other card games is taxes of you're going to have to give an extra little money to this. Jeez Louise.
So we got a Bramble Spark fused, and then Channel Mount Heroic into a Nourishing Emptiness. Is that what? No, it's not Nourishing. It's Exude Confidence. That's the one.
The French version. We're going to hit it with the
Blizzard
you
again.
Don't
He's
get
like,
to go again.
Did you like it when I did this before? I will do it again.
Yeah.
I'm Anthony Pham.
Here's the second one.
Built different. He's been sharpening his skills for like almost an hour on Monopoly Deal. So
if
he knows how to play chord games.
We've been talking about Monopoly Deal a lot. We should tell, like, if you're a brand new Monopoly Deal here, you kind of want to, if you want to play like a flesh and blood type game against family members, but you don't have the money or attention span, just play Monopoly Deal against them. And you can like counterspell them or whatever, but it's Monopoly money.
It's pretty fun, I'll be honest. All right. So taking a little bit of damage there.
Looking a little bit like the first part of the Peter game. Hopefully Anthony has the Aether Ice Feign. There it is.
Mount Heroic does go away, though. He didn't have the Earth. I thought he did have the Earth pitch. He pitched.
Maybe it wasn't the real color. When is Monopoly Deal top 8? Legitimately, that will happen in January. Like, we are not joking.
I tried to convince all the players to pool their winnings and just gamble it on Monopoly Deal on stream, but they weren't into it for some reason.
I think the gambling commission would come.
I mean, it's not gambling if they didn't agree to give each other money for winning, right? Is it?
Yeah,
Is this tournament gambling? Anyways, Either Ice Feign, yet again, this card just likes to come in and make you either have a hard choice or just take cards away from you.
Did Vore just bin the CMH he fused with?
Yeah,
maybe he'll realize in a second what happened with that.
I think he did that by mistake.
Yeah, okay. They're like, okay, I got a little distracted. I've been playing Flesh. No.
But he didn't.
Was there not a blue? It doesn't matter what color it is. Was there not an Earth
Surge that he pitched to it? But I think if he didn't perform the action of channeling, like, it goes away. Whether or not it's not a mandatory. I don't think it's mandatory, so I think he missed it and it went away and it's gone now.
Or maybe he was like, I really like this guy. Let's give him a little bit of breathing room.
I mean, Anthony is just very likable. Handsome guy too,
Always coiffed.
His great hair. Best hair in the game.
This is a good turn for Matt, though, we're going to try to do some shenanigans with the force of nature. Anytime we hit with a plus on my attack, I'm going to draw a card. And we have abilities to go again with Snapdragon, so this could be like the start of let me attack a couple times.
Or he could just attack once and then Arsenal and pass. Who knows? We'll see. Oh, coming out with the early Coronet Peak block.
Dude, everyone is like, where is CMH? I don't know, bro. He forgot it.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad for Matthew right there. That could have been a much more exciting turn with a snatch coming in for
11. A third one.
Wow. And Anthony Pham just has all the cards he needs to do this 3 times in a row.
But if you play 6 of those, like, it's going to happen. I don't know if he's doing
he
yellow as well.
I think he has 9.
Jeez. I do like the idea of we all have deck lists on our phones in front of us. Exhaustion or tilt?
Yeah, he's got 9. It's been a long day, so I think...
This is the time you want to be paying attention, though, because it's a $500 game. They both have $600 currently, and this is a $500 championship belt. The envelope is a little heavier for you.
Not a belt, though. It's just a nicely proportioned trophy which you
first one in
just
AGE history.
just off screen.
Yeah.
Just off screen, not like those little so-calling trophies we used to give out, which were hilarious.
You could fit them in your thing in your car.
Yeah, fit in a cup holder. I mean, this one might fit in a cup holder.
Coax a Commotion, not a great turn, but it's Anthony's favorite attack action in the game, so maybe he'll take it.
He likes it. Everyone gets a quicken token. Let's go.
What's crazy is Matt's still up by 8 health. So, after all of those, I'm going to send Aether Ice Veins at you and mess up your turn. The turn cycle is not really working out for Anthony because I have AB3 if I'm Briar. So every time you hit me with an Aether Ice Vein, I'm going to just pitch a blue. And then maybe 1 gets through on a yellow, 2 gets through on a red. But you can't kill me with 9 Aether Ice Veins if I have Diadic Carapace.
That's true.
Ice Bolt.
Ice Bolt in a waning moon. Check this one out. I'm going to give you a Frostbite. He's got the Frost Hex on the board. The Frost Hex on the board is great value starting turn 0. I feel like it might be kind of a hard card to get out later in the game, but this just provides like a little bit of extra chip damage throughout the game, which could be very significant by the time we get to lower health.
Another Iyslander I was watching today that died, they had an Insidious Chill in their arsenal and were like, I could not play it the last 6 turn cycles. Yeah. Because some Alevia was doing so much damage to me. Yeah. That I just could never pay for a blue.
Rip to John Zapata's top 8 dreams. But, you know, these are all really great players, so...
Warmonger time. So now there won't be a Channel Mount Heroic and a follow-up.
We need, like, a hand sign for War and Peace. Like, just, like, give them the horns for War or the Peace.
It's just a gun or a rabbit.
And then they got to do, like, 3, 2, 1, shoot. And, like, then they'll do it. Not like shoot, but, you know, like rock, paper, scissors. You can't see the physical comedy I'm providing.
Which Warmongers is great right now because you see the Bramble Spark and you see the Sonata. So what am I going to do? I'm going to 0 for you? And keep my whole hand? We know it's going to be 0 for 4 because it's Briar. It's just, what is the name of the card?
He is at higher health, so he does not have to go again. And then...
And earlier, Matthew Vore kind of...
Oh, wait, no, he had the Quicken token, yeah. Okay.
True. Got to pay attention to the Quicken token from the...
Coax a Commotion. That's what happens when you let it hit. I like that Anthony's got the sleeves with Matt's brother on them.
Just look over and see... Hey,
it's
man,
like, you know,
that's my thing.
Yeah. That's my
you think you know my brother? I know. Okay, Channel Lake Frigid?
Channel Lake Friendship. What's a little bit of cold ice between good friends?
Honestly, Warmonger is very disruptive against our friends, the Runeblades.
Oh, yeah.
It's like... That could have been a very strong turn, pushing Anthony to like 8. Yeah, and he's at 15 still.
I'm wondering if he should have just played like the Nourishing Emptiness and just like pitched his hand to it. Or not Nourishing, I keep saying that. The Exude Confidence and like pitched his hand to it. But maybe it was all reds.
But he's like, okay, what's the worst thing Iyslander can do? 3 Arcane. Well, now I'm just going to go, but now I have to do it through a lake. Like, I didn't think I was going to have to spend all this money on this.
Try doing that through a lake, bud. Come on.
Anybody from the cold states?
He keeps playing these cards sideways, and I think he's blocking. I'm like, what is he blocking? There's no attack, but no, he's playing Cold Snap from Arsenal. Giving
is
him
there a
Frostbite.
payment?
And then the Snatch. Is that he's got yellow Snatches in this deck?
That was a weird thing. I don't know if they're all playing the same 80 list of all the people that showed up with Briar today.
I do think Chris and Matt are playing the same list.
Gotcha.
Because the other Vore called Chris out saying that Matt plays Chris's deck better than him.
Which is, I would cry if that was me. If somebody took my my Reinar list and won
No,
an $1,100 tournament, I would be like, come on, man.
That means you had the right idea, but you may
You're
not.
trash.
But yeah, you just as a person are terrible and don't deserve the money is exactly what that means. No.
Dude.
It just means sometimes there is that little bit of luck factor. It is depending on your matchups. You know, some people come in like Chris this morning and just play 3 Icelanders in a row and have a really bad go of it. Warmongers again.
That's gross. We're going to Waning Moon, so not only is this going to disrupt, we're going to do a couple damage, but it's not going to keep the Channel Lake Frigid up because the flow is too strong. We cannot contain the flow. 4 ice cards just grab, though. One of them's an elemental wizard card, but
he does have some Earthlord bounties, so at least he'll be able to throw out like a, you know, not a amazingly big attack, but come in for 5. Not too bad. Definitely don't want to like throw out the snatch. Like that's just so wasted.
draw a card to do.
Yeah, draw a card so you have 3 cards in hand when you end your turn. Terrible. Terrible. I don't know what's in his arsenal though, so I'm not sure if he has any other options. But here it goes. It's another snatch. Oh my god. He's like, fine, I'll just cycle it out.
Dude, Dennis yawning in the background. He said, I've seen this before.
He's just tired from his skirmish win today. Shout out to Dennis winning on Chain over Tiffany on Kano. It was a close one that Tiffany almost had, but she ragamuffin the wrong hat.
This is a Winter's Bite. Winter's Bite has been doing work today.
Yeah.
And that's a red one. We're going to do it again. We're saying anytime Winter's Bite is like the best Intimidate card of all time because it's just going to get cards out of your opponent's turn, whether they need them to block on this turn or attack you back. Winter's Bite is going to basically say, this is the most disruptive thing, like besides attacking for 8 or something. Like getting 2 cards from my opponent's hand for 2 of mine, but I get to draw up and attack you on your turn. It's gross. We're saying somebody was like, hey, man, you couldn't play that snatch. They are yellow snatch.
Another one.
Jeez Louise. What's crazy is they all look like different cards because of the foiling.
The foiling, yeah. The foiling and the light comes out differently. That's really funny. Just, here, give me your cards.
What's weird is one looks blue, one looks red, and one looks yellow. I wonder if that is a thing that I just haven't been aware of. The tint. He's not playing 9 copies of Winter's Bite, is he?
Dude.
Just get me out of here if that's true. Just 6, right? We're checking? We're checking?
I think he's, 6, red and blues. That's really funny. Just so many Winter's Bites. The winter that bit and kept on bidding.
And we know that there's a snatch probably in the arsenal.
we do know that.
But now this is a time where we could do the thought process of, I'm going to Ice Eternal. If it's in hand, you could do it off of a Stormstrider. There's just no cards to block Arcane with. So this is a susceptible turn. And now Anthony's on the ball. Even though he's 6 life down, he's going to be able to do a bunch of stuff here and then maybe do another spell on his attacking turn to put Matthew further like, oh crap, I need to block some of this or I'm going to be under 12. He can do his weapon because the weapon happens at instant speed and Warmonger only cares about actions and reactions, I believe. I know there's no non-attack action reactions. That'd be great. No, non-attack reactions would be a sick addition to the game.
That sounds like the most confusing thing I've ever heard.
At instant speed.
And the Insidious Chill coming out. Anthony had the hand to support it, and oh god, does he have another one coming? Ooh, he might get 2 out here. This could be pretty brutal, especially considering Matthew Vore is about to pop off with his Channel Mount Heroic turn.
But he's going to pitch the Insidious Chill because you do need to take some damage to get that out there. And there's not much damage left to take. 10 health. we have a Channel Mount Heroic turn. So we need to disrupt. And swinging Rosetta is not good.
Yeah, this is rough. We saw Fuzzy had to do something similar on his first match in the semis, in the quarterfinals, where he played some Channel Mount Heroic and then swung his sword.
This is like
for 2.
Winner's Bite, like out of 6 cards played, Winner's Bite's like 5 of them at this point. We're doing it. Oh my God, he's pitching. Okay, this is right, basically we're just setting it up right now. 5 Arcane is coming across the board. We're gonna make him discard a card first, and then the 5 Arcane will hit. We're not going to Waning Moon this time because we want the blue spell in Arsenal to kill him on the next turn. We're gonna blue spell from Arsenal and do some Stormstrider stuff. And Matt's just going to go, well, I'm going to attack for like a 0 for 7 because I have a 0 for 4, which is going to get very close.
Yeah.
And so maybe there will be a combat trick where, oh, I do have a Razor Reflex left to mess with you, where it gets dicey on should I block or not. But we're going to move at instant speed and try to get around that.
Yeah, Matthew Vore does run 2 Razor Reflexes, so.
How many cards does he have in hand left?
I don't think he has any in hand.
No, well then it's over if he has none in hand. Because that is a Emeritus Scolding. Emeritus Scolding would do 4, the Arsenal card would do 2, and then Waning Moon is 3, so you're off by 1. Oof. But you have your arms, so you could bump all those up and just kill him. 2 of those 3 up and kill him. So if there's literally no cards in hand, it's over. Except we're pitching. Maybe he has 2 Emeritus Scolding. That'd be sick. Oh, and we're going to get some help from the Frostbite. Yeah, Frost Axe. This is just going to be a winning play over here because we're going to dump our whole hand. Stormstriders. A red one.
Either hell. Oh.
Anthony said, I don't care about not winning a single AGE Open. I'm going to win the whole gosh dang thing.
Wow. I was joking that this would be short, but it was a pretty quick game we had there. All right. Well, Anthony Pham.
Let's go!
Let's go! SoCal won the AGE series. Arizona, Las Vegas, they all came for us, but Anthony protected our pride and our dignity.
Legitimately could not happen to a nicer dude. He's the guy who drives everyone in his Honda Carpool Pilot.
That's true.
He's the one who... He literally drums up support. He works at one of our local game stores. He makes sure he knows that there's going to be a case tournament on a Thursday. He makes sure, oh, do you need cards? I've got some extra ones. I think he got second at the Battle Harden. So that was a thing where almost had greatness there on LL points for the rest of his life. But instead of having LL points, he's having local legend points. A different kind of LL. And he's going to be the AGE round 1, or what is it? Inaugural. Oh, I got to sit up straight if you do that, Christine. Let me know.
2023 AGE
Players
Champion.
You got to let us know you're flipping the cam on.
Anthony Pham, wow, great. Great job there. I was hoping he'd pick up his trophy. Maybe we can get him to stand in the window. There he is. He's a god. He's a man. He's a god among men, and he's just so nice, too.
We're going to get him on a camera talking to one of us.
What if we just talk about him while he stands there?
That'd be cool.
You know, we're just so proud of Anthony. He did such a great job. He makes us all proud.
And finally, Iyslander didn't win it. Oh, he was playing
Iyslander.
Yeah, Iyslander has won again. If you're not playing Iyslander in Vegas, what are you doing, you idiots? It's the only deck that wins.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
No one else had that thought.
Prism. All right, see you
More on that in a second.
Seconds.
I have to play Riptide.
Anthony! He won! That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me recap your year.
Yeah.
You got second early on in this, right? Or top 4?
Top 4 in January and February.
Both times.
Both times.
On Iyslander. He was like, I like this hero. You did that during your Road to Nats.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever we call those frickin' tournaments, because they change names all the times. You were playing Iyslander. You were doing really well. You kind of locked up a spot early. Then you were like, I'm going to diversify. You played some Ninja.
Yep. 5.
You played some Riptide.
I did play. I love Riptide.
Did you ever show up with Uzuri at all?
I showed up once, but not to an AG.
Okay. So, is there any other heroes you played during AGE?
I honestly don't remember.
But
I just
money's on the line. Oh my God. Money's on the line. I want to win $1,100 to pay for all the gas to come here from Orange County.
Oh yeah, far drive.
I'm going to play Iyslander. What was going through your mind when you chose Iyslander?
It was mostly my team, the experience. They were all kind of ragging on Iyslander, saying that it's a fluke. She has won so much. I don't know if she's the best deck, but the results show that she just wins over and over. I think she just has some unfair playstyles that kind of forced your opponent into bad spots. So I think the deck's still great.
We just forgot about Lexi. You played Lexi at an AGE.
Yeah.
You played Lexi at a Battle Harden.
The Battle Harden.
You got second at the Battle Harden. You won today. How can you keep playing so many different heroes at a high level? Like, what is in your brain that isn't in mine?
Well, first of all, you're
the average person.
No.
Don't
You're
flatter
fine,
me.
Blake.
This
you're
is
just,
about you.
You're
Yeah.
just trying out Prism right now, but I don't know. It's just I put a lot of practice into this game. I have a really great team. They practice a lot, and I think that we really help each other out just because we're all really good at the game, and we're all open to feedback all the time. I think that we can learn through our mistakes, and I think if we're not afraid to fail, I know it sounds generic as hell, but if we're not afraid to fail, we learn in the practice session, we're prepared for tournaments.
Right.
Yeah.
So after your result at Battle Harden, your win today, when you walk into Vegas, you're doing calling, right?
I am doing calling.
So when people sit across from you, do you want them to be like, I'm excited to play, or do you want them to be nervous? Of like, I'm a player to beat. I've beaten I don't care about if you want to Battle Harden. I don't care if you want to calling 16 years ago, Tyler Horspool. I'm a person to beat here. Is that going through your head, or are you just like, no, part of the mystique is every time I sit down, I want to have fun?
Exactly. I think it's definitely more of the latter. I think that this game, like I said before in my previous interview, this game is super fun, and I think that I would rather someone sit across from me and have a good time and have a great game. Have a great game rather than them being afraid, like, oh, you've done so well in AG, whatever it is. I'd rather them be like, you're a great player, let's both play a great game. Because I think this game is so beautiful, and it's just like, I feel like if one person isn't having fun, it's very one-sided, and this game is not that.
Right.
Yeah.
I want to say I'm so proud of you. I think you're somebody that we both have played this game for like 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
You have gone the competitive route. We don't talk about me, but like
You're killing
I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
Because I think you're somebody that it's really interesting to see what you do. I like that you zig, and when you are like, I'm going to go with the grain, I'm going to be the fastest salmon as we're spawning up the river, I'm going to go past the bear's mouth.
Okay, I'm understanding.
You're the fastest swimming salmon that gets where you need to go.
Exactly.
And it's very inspiring.
All right.
And I want to say thank you for being part of our community.
Mm-hmm.
What inspires you?
I think just overall having fun. That's it. Like going to armories, playing at these tournaments, just having fun, enjoying your time. I love, laughing, smiling. We're always doing fun stuff here at AGE. So really appreciate you guys, putting on such a great event. And it's always so cool to come because I feel like, the weekend's coming. I get to hang out with everybody and play Flesh and Blood. It's the best of both worlds.
And Monopoly Deal.
And Monopoly Deal. Best game ever. $7 something on Amazon.
The only thing crazy different about today was our Swiss format.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's worth talking about. You were somebody that locked up immediately. Mm-hmm. You were one of the first 2 people to get that spot. The 2+ hours you had, the Chipotle showed up. You could relax a little bit. Mm-hmm. Is that something where you're like, I'm fresh going into top 8? And maybe that helps out. Like, I don't forget a channel mount heroic flow counter. Mm-hmm. That's what happened. He forgot?
Yeah, he did forget, yeah.
I think people in chat were like, oh, my gosh, what is going on?
Yeah,
is
that would've
Blake
changed the game.
high? Oh, my gosh. This is a moment where we're almost crying.
Okay.
So, like, channel mount heroic was forgotten.
Mm-hmm.
The flow counter, that didn't happen to you. You're fresh because you had 2 hours off.
I wouldn't say it's because I got the 2-hour break. I think, like, today I just played really clean. And I really put it on myself for Iyslander at least to like know be cognizant of, you know, my triggers, my channels, do the channel the right way. I play Iyslander a lot, so like channel like Fridges, like always flow counter, put ice card under, just like remember for myself. So I think it's more of like I've played Iyslander for so much, 2-hour breaker regardless or not. I think that it was just like kind of muscle memory for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Are you excited to rip off the SHIP and have it be
I'll get
Open
some white
Series Players Champion?
Yeah,
you don't need the ship anymore on your shirt.
no, I think I like the shirt as is, so I'll keep it. Yeah, this will be my.
Yeah, show off the
Oh my God, it's the right
quad nines.
I'm gonna chug out of this at the Korean barbecue.
Oh my goodness! After. What kind of soju today?
I don't know. I'm driving.
So peach.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Don't drink and drive.
Right.
Yeah.
Overall, anything else you want to tell the 7,000 people watching right now?
Crazy Brew OP. Gambler's Gloves really OP. Try it out, guys. I won't tell you why I run it, but you can figure it out for yourself. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Although both times I played it today, it did not work, but
you won.
I won 6-0 with it in my deck. So yeah, happy.
6-0.
Yeah.
Oh, today was only 6 rounds. I was about to say you won 9 games. That is not today. 6-0. 6-0 to win $1,100.
Yeah.
$1,100. What are you gonna do with this $1,100?
Go to Disneyland. That's a lot of turkey legs.
Okay. Turkey legs are $18.
That's like at least 10.
Maybe
a lot.
35.
Something
I
like
don't know. Actually, it's not 35 of them.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. $1,100. Amazing. I'm excited to see what you do in Vegas.
Should be
I'm going to be playing in the same calling. So
awesome.
Hopefully
we don't play round one. Yeah.
You get to be the villain and wear sunglasses if you choose to do so.
If you play Prism, I lose round 1.
That's great. Yeah. I'm looking to lock you out, bro.
Yeah.
Other than that, we had a fun tournament today.
Oh yeah.
And I'm proud of you. And that's it for the interview. We'll come back in another minute and say goodbye to you for real, for real.
Later, guys.
Anthony.
Blake.
Anthony.